I want to look ahead at some new data that we've got to break down. But first, from my most recent video, I had said it looked like NIO and Onvo were combining for about 10 or 11,000 on the insurance registration side of things through the first 19 days of January. And NIO here with 5,600, Onvo with 4,900. So that looks to be in line at roughly 10,500. But I also want to point this out because I think there's an important distinction that needs to be made so that people can have this awareness. The Onvo owners, to get more available batteries and free swap service during Chinese New Year holidays. I mentioned in that video that I thought it was an advantage for NIO with the swapping and all of the highway travel during Chinese New Year, that there would be additional revenue. And a couple people in the comment section were talking about free swaps. And so I wanted to point this out in case folks didn't realize and differentiate this. Onvo, as of the end of the year, had only delivered just under 21,000 vehicles. But the cumulative total deliveries for NIO with NIO and Onvo, so the heavy majority being NIO vehicles, over 670,000. So the majority of the fleet is not getting free swaps through Chinese New Year. I just want to point that out in case people didn't realize that that's kind of an important distinction, I think. So also, if we are thinking in this super short term, and I am curious how this will go, how well Onvo and the L60 ramp will go in China. In the pure electric SUV market, within the 200,000 to 300,000 RMB price range, the Onvo L60 delivery volume has ranked in the top 3 for 4 consecutive weeks. Now here is kind of the bigger picture. If we look back at 2024, this is only the BEV brands, and this is by price range. NIO already in the top spot in the 300,000 to 400,000 RMB price range. They're in the number 2 spot for the 400,000 to 500,000 RMB price range. They will be moving up, I think, in the 500,000 and above in this year of 2025, even though they were still in the 3rd spot. But with the ET9 coming out, I think that's going to propel them up the chart. But how about here? This is the 200,000 to 300,000 RMB price range. And Onvo, with just over, not quite 21,000 in the last few months of the year, certainly looks like it will rank high in these numbers, possibly in the top, I would say 5 to be conservative, maybe top 3. But we'll see how things, progress through the rest of the year in 2025 with that ramp. Also, later in the year, Firefly will be coming out, and we don't know what the battery as a service price is going to, make that end up looking like, but it probably will be in this price range, 100,000 to 200,000 RMB price range. And if they're able to achieve about 50,000 on the delivery side of things, which I believe is their goal, that puts them close to ranking as well. NIO starting to really position, and I think that's going to start showing through in this year of 2025. We may have to wait through the first quarter and see it start maybe from March or even April on, but I am very excited to see how this is going to go. I want to hear from you about any of this or anything else that you're thinking about. Just a quick hitter. I wanted to get this out and follow up because I thought it was important to make that distinction, but also share the reality that NIO with its sub-brands can make even more waves moving forward. And so, the quality, the user satisfaction, all those things I think will only further propel NIO up the ranks over the course of time. So in any event, thanks for stopping by. Have a great day. See y'all again very soon.